So I watched a video in the last day by Gabby Bernstein. Gabby's she's an author, a speaker, very well known, has written a couple of really powerful, impactful books. The Universe Has Your Back, Judgment Detox, which was really good. I didn't read it, but I heard her do a couple of interviews and podcasts on it, and I loved what she had to say. But I watched a video that Gabby did last week, and I watched it over the weekend, and she used the video as an opportunity to tee up a video series that she is going to do on confidence building and how to overcome some of our blocks and fears that prevent us from going out and doing what we want to do, and which I really respect. And that's a great way to introduce what you have coming out to share with your community and your audience. But I was watching her video this weekend, and I couldn't help but feel compelled to challenge and call out something that she said, because as she was teeing up again her upcoming series on confidence building, she talked about how that she knows that there are a lot of people out there, that most people out there have clarity on what they want to do. They know their purpose. They are just allowing the blocks and fears to get in their way of preventing them from starting. And there are some people like that. I do meet some people like that. But I also know that I meet a lot of people, who don't have clarity on their purpose and haven't either done enough work or don't know enough about who they are in terms of what they want to do, who they want to be, the impact they want to make in life. And I wrote this down because I didn't want to misquote or say anything inaccurately about what Gabby said in her video. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit. I didn't write it down word for word. But basically, she talked about people out there are not wondering what's my purpose or who I want to be. They know who they want to be. They know life they want to have. She just believes, and that she also believes they have clarity and know what they want, but that it's the doubts and the fears and the blocks that are preventing it. So again, what I say is, yes, that is true for a certain amount of people. And my guess is Gabby Bernstein, given what she does, and again, she's a big time influencer, best-selling author, speaker, speaks all over the world. Gabby probably sees and interacts with a lot of people who are out there taking action and motivated and inspired to do something. And they're probably, in a place, some of them, where they're hitting blocks and their fears are slowing them down. She's in that space, in that place where she meets a lot of people like that. I meet a fair amount of people like that who just need that extra push. But there are also a lot of people out there who don't have clarity on their purpose, who don't yet know who they are. And I just think it's really important, while I respect what Gabby's doing, it's really important to call this out and acknowledge that most people, a lot of people, and I believe this, a lot of people have not and are not doing the work to have that clarity on who they are. And when you do it and you have that clarity, then and only then can you really go out and create what you want. And Gabby, she wants to help people by helping them break down the barriers around fears and doubts and negative self-talk. And I totally respect that. We need that part. I do that with people too. But you can't get there until and if people have that clarity on who they are. And let's call that out and acknowledge that. And I love to help people with that front. I mean, I meet people all the time because of what I do as a career coach and helping people take ownership of their career and create fulfillment. I'm constantly asking people, and I'm listening a lot, do you know what your purpose is? What is your purpose? Who do you want to be inside? What have you been doing to work on yourself? And how do you want to go out and impact the world, impact and help other people? I ask that question a lot. And you see, here's the thing. And maybe she picks up on some of this, and I totally acknowledge she's been in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and maybe even 1 million people by this point. I have not, but I'm listening. I've been listening for over a year now. And there are so many people who think they know what their purpose is, but they really don't. I know the questions to ask, and when I really dig in with somebody and I ask, what kind of an impact they want to make, what parts about their life around their beliefs, their values, their passions do they want to bring forward to help impact people? A lot of people don't yet have that clarity. And I know too, from my standpoint and what I do now as a career coach and helping people get that clarity and take ownership, it wasn't until I did this work and that I had that clarity myself that I was even able to remotely start making an impact. I absolutely had fears and doubts and negative self-talk and my own blocks and other things going around in terms of me getting started. But I always knew I was going to work and do my best to work through those. But I really couldn't make the progress until I got clarity on my purpose and how I would help people. Who I am and who I want to be and how I can impact people down the road, now and down the road. And once I got that clarity and once I figured that out, I knew how to convey my message. I knew and know how to connect with people, and I know how to help people. And so again, there are a lot of people out there who know what they want to do and they just don't know how to get started. Absolutely. But I really believe in my heart that there are more people who don't have the clarity that they need to even get started, to even start dealing with the fears and the blocks. It is not just a matter of everybody out there knows what we want to do and we just have to get into action mode. Yes, that's a big part of it, but we have a lot of upfront work to do around our mindset, around our purpose, understanding what our passions are. And it's not about, and she calls this out, and I totally agree with this, it's not about finding your passion, nor is it just about finding your purpose. But purpose doesn't just magically appear. We have to do the work. And I want to help push, encourage, support people to do the work that's going to give them, give you, give us, give myself the continued clarity that we need to move forward and impact people the way we want and to build and create that life that we want, that dream career. All right. So I would love to get some of your feeling or feedback on that topic too. Like, what do you think? What do you think about your purpose? I would love to start getting more feedback in my community online, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, other platforms. What do you feel about your clarity around your purpose? What do you feel is holding you up? Do you feel like you have that and you just have to work through the blocks and the fears to really get moving and get into full action mode? Or are you not yet in a place where you really understand who you are and most importantly, who you want to be? Because there's a lot of great resources, not just me, not just Gabby Bernstein. There are a ton of amazing resources and people out there who can help you do it. We just have to know often the right steps that we want to take. So, go in and check out Gabby Bernstein does great work if you're not familiar with her books, online, some of her videos, etc. But, I'm glad I watched her video and I'm glad it compelled me to do this. And regardless of whether a Gabby Bernstein ever sees this video or not, it's kind of a moot point to me. And, I hope one day she does. And I would love to get her feedback on this too. But I know that a lot of the groups and the people that I meet with, they don't yet have that clarity. And we have to work with them. We have to support them. If you're one of those people, let me know. And if you do have clarity, shoot back, comment below. Let me know, even a little bit about how you got there so that we can continue to help more people do it. I'd love to hear from you. And just know that once you have that clarity around who you are, and again, most importantly, like I keep saying, who you want to be, that is when, regardless of the fears and the blocks that you have, because there's a lot of support to work through those too. I work on those every day, every week. I wake up with the same blocks and fears and self-doubt that everybody else does, but I have a great support system. You can get that too. Gabby Bernstein's, I signed up, watched her first video on building confidence and breaking down some of those barriers. It's good. It can help you. But first step, get clarity on who you want to be and make sure you're taking the right steps to get there. Okay? Love to hear from you. And again, think about what you can do and where you need to go to be that person you want to be so that you can create that life you want to have. I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.